Today I'd like to talk about the experience that I did have on the last day of my camping trip to Indian Peaks. Um, I had like 3 nights and 4 days at the campsites, and the whole through I think the rain is falling down, and the gust was there. And so a couple of nights, it was like a rainy, gusty wind, and the tent is kind of deforming, right? Okay, but the last day of my camping, I think tremendously, especially it was hard. This gust was tremendously powerful and strong, and when I was trying to sleep, I couldn't sleep because of all the tent, like a regular dome tent, like a 4-person tent I have, and this particular tent I have used maybe 3 or 4 years by now, but it has been, kept. It has been kept working. It has been working very well, so that's okay. And this particular tent is pretty good quality, and it never breaks. But this year, I think one of the eaves of the tent, the entrance, and this coming out, this cover structure of the tent. There's a mesh at the top, and that the air goes in, and you can see through. But you put like a cover on top so that the rain doesn't come in. And that particular eaves of the particular cover, those rib, the pole was broken a little bit. So I tried to fix that as much as possible. And so I know that particular pole has a little bit problem, but this particular night I was sleeping and deforming so much that it was hitting my head. It came down and back up again and came down and so forth. But finally, about 4 o'clock in the morning, very dark, pitch dark outside, just collapsed on me. And so, wow, so I looked up, already those cover part is all gone, blown away somewhere. And I can see through the mesh the sky. By the time that this tent came down, the sky was crystal clear, and I saw this beautiful sky with lots of stars shining, millions of stars shining on a mountain, right? A clear view of the mountain sky was a tremendous, movingly beautiful there. And I saw that the Pleiades is a Subaru in Japanese. It's a Subaru car, Subaru, right? Subaru, there's a logo there. That's the Pleiades star congregations of the particular Pleiades. And I saw this Subaru in the sky, beautiful, and I almost like, wow, it's amazing. And so I got out, I crawled out from the tent and put up everything in the car and left. Probably about 5 or 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock? Yeah, I think so. And I left the campsites. So this tells you about the nature of the power of nature, I would say, is I cannot win. And when I was leaving, I was observing other people, other fellow campers there. And the people who had like a dome tent like me, also I saw some of them collapsed, some of them are half collapsed. So I wasn't the only one who suffered from this. And so on that day I came home early, and I had to put this tent to the trash. So yeah, this power of nature, you cannot win, and you have to go along with it, accepting the nature. So, if you really deeply think about that, uh, you know, it's okay. However, if you really think about another level, that human being has been trying to technologically build, better car, better houses, better structure to withstand the nature, all these things. And yeah, tent has been, I think there's some efforts to do so, but tent you have to carry around, therefore always is a lightweight, and even though it's very strong, materials could be, expensive tent, probably more stronger and withstand with that kind of a gust. But cheap tent, there's no way that withstand in that kind of abuse of the nature gust. So I learned lesson maybe, or I'm still learning. So only part that a saving grace in that experience is that the fact that I saw through the mesh of the tent beautiful night sky with millions of stars are shining there. And that was the most beautiful thing. It's amazing thing that I saw. During the whole camp trip, I didn't pay attention to the sky in the night because it's always raining, always cloudy, or so forth. So I didn't pay attention. But that was the first night in the whole entire year. I looked at the sky and how beautiful it is to see the stars there. And yeah, so I became humble, of course, but again also understanding that you never win against the nature, force of nature, and you have to accept that particular fact. You have to accept the nature. So this is my few cents today. Okay, thank you. Bye.